Cady Coleman is an incredible astronaut. She's just left NASA. Cady, come on out here. So for many years, hello. So Cady was captain of the crew team when I was a freshman, so you know, she represents. Cady was on the space station for 6 months in the 2 shuttle missions, and she was just going to share a moment from earlier today. I don't know if you want to bring that up.
You're ready. So some of you got to see this, but it just, I think we tried to bring all the forces we could together for Solve, and today, Colonel Jack Fisher is up on the space station, and he took our lunchtime to talk with students here in the Aero-Astro department and answer their questions. And it was really just an amazing moment. They streamed it, you know, at the last minute when I, let them know. The team took off and made this happen, so that basically a whole bunch more people could talk to Jack up there. We call him Two Fish because he's the second person to be up there who's a fisher. But I think being someone who's been up there and looked down, it means a lot to me to be here today with MIT Solve, and that when you look down and you see basically the Earth down there and you realize that there are so many solvers down there, but they maybe haven't found each other. And this is an occasion here that we really get to do that. And Two Fish, I thought, just put it really, really nicely. Just said, you know, I'm up here in a different world, and I see so many more possibilities, and I feel my brain just growing and growing. And so I think there are just a lot more possibilities that we have by just trying to consider and really, really, really be open to each other, to understand that the solution may not be someone, and actually really isn't someone who looks just like you. It's somebody who's so different than you are. You may not even like them, but you need to be on the same team, and I've seen a lot of that today.
One of the things that Jack shared was that really the International Space Station is one of the greatest collaborations we've ever seen as humanity, across so many different countries, constantly working together every single day, 24 hours. And Cady and I were lucky just to bring it kind of full circle back to Syria, to speak with some young women and men who are part of a robotics team, a refugee team that's called Hope for Syria, that's winning robotics contests. And we were able to Skype call with some of this team, and just wanted to bring them in the room today as additional solvers that Jack is looking down on, who, you know, you wouldn't think, should the refugee children learn robotics? Yes, they should. And what the young people said to us is, it's really fun. You know, if you're really humble, you can win. That was an interesting point of view. This is interesting to have these magical powers of coding. And this young woman here said, we got a lot of stuff to fix when we get home. And so learning these things are very important. So we kind of end with that moment of solvers everywhere, and how do we celebrate everyone and what they might do and encourage them, even if maybe they don't look or you might argue, whatever, and accelerate everyone into these teams and really fix all the things you can have. So thank you very much for everything on Solve, and we'll hand over to the next.